Welcome back, everybody. It's Clinton from Pivotal Defense. I know it's been a long time since I made a video getting these things out to you guys, but life's been a little chaotic for me lately, so I kind of stepped back for a bit. But now I'm back, working on some of these videos, getting some of these things out to you guys. One thing I want to kick it off is everyday carry medical. Now, if you follow my content for any amount of time, you already know how important I believe medical training and carrying medical gear is. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And there's a couple products that I talk about in this that I found have really worked for me. We're going to break those down, what's in them, why I have them set up, and why it's important, and where I kind of got the recommendations for some of these things too. So, it's one of those things. For years I've relied on this guy right here, this ankle kit from Frog Pro. It's a great kit. It provides a complete IFAC. I've got everything I need in here that stays on my body without taking up valuable pocket space. However, I wear a lot of cargo shorts and cargo pants for work, for what I do in my day-to-day job, and even like range pants when I'm at the range. Sometimes you don't want to have the full kit, you can still have something in your pocket. Well, when I carry medical in a cargo shorts and cargo pocket, we're going to talk about that setup in a second, but when I normally carry jeans, I'm rocking this kind of setup, okay? So we're going to break down what's in here in a second. So like I said, cargo pants, cargo shorts, when I wear something like that, I had this thought of how and what do I do where I can carry medical. Obviously, I'm wearing an ankle kit with shorts is going to look a little bit goofy wearing shorts. That's just kind of funny looking. I'm not going to do that. So, got me thinking, what can I do? Well, I came across Refuge Medical, and what I came across from them was their pocket organizer. You can see how mine's kind of set up in this configuration here. Comes with 3 slots, I guess, if you will, that you can put whatever you want in it. Also, on the back here, it's got belt loops, so you can put it on a belt if you want to. So the way mine's configured is, clearly, most importantly, I've got a tourniquet. Okay, tourniquet's number 1. Why is this staged in here the way it is? It's got the small fold, flat fold in here. This is the soft TY tourniquet. This thing is very, very accessible. I can grab it with one hand. I can deploy it with one hand without having to unzip any pouches or remove any plastic packaging. Pro tip, get your tourniquets out of the plastic wrap. That is crucial. Get them out of there, take them out of the packaging, stage them properly. Do it. Okay. Second of all, I have a flashlight. Okay. Why do I have a flashlight on here? I need to use it for checking on patients, illuminating dark alleyways or areas that I deem unsafe, completely separate from any, any weapon-mounted light. Okay. Now, we can't be using our weapon-mounted lights to be looking for like lost keys or all those things, right? We have handheld lights for that stuff. Or it's simply say, hey, get away from me, right? It's got high, low. Right now I have it on the lowest setting. Then I got my spare magazine. So this whole setup goes in one of my pockets. It goes in my left pocket, right? Oh, I forgot to talk about the shears. We're going to come back to these in a second. But this goes in my left pocket. Okay, to complement this, you're probably like, well, he's only got a tourniquet. How is that considered, an IFAC? Well, that's where this comes into play. So, what we have here is the Dark Angel medical kit, pocket kit, sorry. So, I'm gonna take this out of the package here. Cool, nice little sleeve, so these tabs stick out of your pocket a little bit if you want them to, so you can grab the kit real quickly and easily. Nitrile gloves. In this packaging, what do I got? Chest seals, survival blanket, I got Z-fold gauze, I got a pressure bandage, and that's it in here, okay? So this all goes in here, like so. Put this back in, bang. Gloves back in. This goes in right pocket. So now I've got everything I need, okay? So this is for your bleeding, like I said. What is the compressed gauze for? It's for packing deep junctional wounds, so like your groin, armpit, shoulder, place where a tourniquet is and cannot be applied. I got pressure dressing, so that's to secure any wound packaging or packing and maintain continuous pressure on the wound. I got vented chest seals. What are those for? They're flat packed in here, so it doesn't take up a lot of room, but those address both exit and entry wounds on the chest trauma. Now, this kit here, nitrile gloves. This kit here, nitrile gloves. Oh, I also have gloves in here, okay? Now, I said I was going to come back to these things in a second, right? So we've got these trauma shears. These are the X Shears Mini. You see that this kit's got it. Let me slide this back in here, get it back where it was. All right, cool. So, X Shears Mini here, so I got trauma shears, so if I'm carrying just this kit alone, I've got everything I need, okay? Why do we need shears? Well, we need to be able to cut clothing, tough leather boots if we need to expose injuries, okay? Without adding bulk, this is a very, very nice shear. Very small, very compact. You can see here, it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. On my ankle kit, I got the same kind of shears. My bigger kits, I have the full version of these shears, which I believe are 7.5 inches long. I think these are like 4 inches long. So these are great shears. They're sharp as can be. They're absolutely legit shears. These were recommended to me by one of my friends who's been a medic for at least 20 years. He's been carrying these things for about 10 years now, and he's cut through clothing, leather boots. Up here in Minnesota, you know, we have hoodies and jackets and stuff, cut through this stuff, no problem. There will be a separate video on these shears coming up, so stick around for that. I'm kind of showing it what it can and cannot cut through and how sharp they are. These are not your cheap $1 throwaway shears, because those you use once and they're garbage. These things hold an edge, but stick around for that video coming up down the road. So I organized both these setups strictly by priority, okay? Meaning the tourniquet, like I said, for this one, the cat tourniquet, this kit here, the soft tourniquet, they need to be immediately accessible on the outside of the kits. So, which is also frees up interior space to keep the primary bleeding control items grouped together. So the chest seals, pressure bands, all that. Under stress, every item has a dedicated, predictable location. So under stress, muscle memory kicks in. I can just grab this stuff and go to work. So by combining these two and this, I've got 2 complete IFACs. Redundantly, they're the same, right? So redundancy ensures I can treat multiple patients, replace contaminated gear. I can hand one of these kits off to somebody that's trained. If one kit is inaccessible due to my positioning, the other one may be available. Use that one. This is on the body. Gear is meant for immediate intervention. Well, larger trauma bags that are in my truck, they stand alone, ready for mass casualty or complex situations. I have all those gears in my truck, all those kits, in my truck. Look, guys, whether it's a vehicle crash, machinery accident, a violent incident, emergencies are unpredictable and seconds count. However, the gear is only part of the equation, so realistic, hands-on training is what matters most. All this equipment doesn't matter if you don't know how to use it. It will not save a life. And how to apply it under stress. Or if you can't access it while kneeling or laying down. If you don't carry, if you're not currently carrying medical supplies or medical equipment on you every single day, I encourage you to start with the quality tourniquet. That's number 1. If you can't, your lifestyle doesn't allow you to carry this or this, I get it, I understand. But at least learn how to apply a tourniquet, carry that tourniquet with you everywhere you go. That is probably the most important thing to learn how to use, okay? Now, if you can carry 2 things, carry 2 tourniquets, okay? Look, guys, find a setup that works for your lifestyle, invest in quality training, and make preparedness a regular part of your routine. Now, speaking of buying from reputable manufacturers, North American Rescue, Refuge Medical's got good kits. Medical Gear Outfitters, check those guys out. They have great gear and all the medical supplies that you need, okay? So, like I said, make preparedness a part of your daily life and your lifestyle, guys. The world is getting absolutely nuts, and you need to know how to use this stuff. And get the training. If you're looking for training, we offer that here at Pivotal Defense. Check us out at pivotaldefensellc.com. Register for our class. I promise you guys will be more prepared leaving that class and understand how to use all these kits and why they're important, okay? So until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay trained, and remember, be your own first responder. Nobody's coming to save you in time. Thanks. Peace.